think this automatically goes wide. It should be wide. Yeah, it looks wide. What up? What's going on, guys? Oh, just gonna get some stuff set up, but today I'm just gonna do some Q&A, and I'm gonna do some Q&A and do my DSP orders while I do so. So it looks good. Oh, the shot looks good. So I'm sharing this on Facebook, so if you guys are on Facebook, bring it over here, just because I have one camera and the way it works, I can't multi-stream. So this is just going on Facebook, and we're gonna go from there. So first off, I gotta clean up all this stuff and organize all this stuff. So if you guys have any questions, comments below. Got all these boxes. Trying to leave the commas. 10 Pro, what's going on? What's up, baby? How you doing? How you doing? Got these Christmas boxes, and every year they run to me. They overrun me, and I can't leave them in the house because the kids find them, and then they want them. So I'm gonna put it over here while we wait. And I have two headphones, or not headphones, headsets, and I don't know where the hell they went. Head mounts. So I'm gonna try to figure out where that is. What you got going on? Now we got about 10 orders we're gonna fulfill today, DSP orders. So I figured it was a good opportunity to be able to get in here, do some Q&A while I work as well. What's up, bro? Yo, DSP works really good. Bro, smells good too. Yes, the fuzz. Thank you very much. Blue cotton candy. Blue cotton candy. I wish, and someone made a comment one of my live streams where they're like, they wanted like a special edition, like peppermint candy or something like that. And it's a little too late for this holiday season to do it, but it does give me an idea to be able to do maybe some special edition DSPs, maybe different scents, different colors possibly, and things of that nature. So stuff to keep in mind for the future for sure. For sure. Power cord, and I just got to get here. Hopefully the feed is good. Hopefully. GoPro. There we go. I'm going to need power cord later, so when I hot swap the battery, I don't kill the feed. Fun things to learn. And I also learned before that if I try to do the media mod on the GoPro and add an external microphone so that like I can be over there and you guys can still hear me. The second I take the media mod off the GoPro, it like kills the feed also. So that's fun. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. The Florida weather's still hot there, it looks. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I think it's 70. 70. It was cold this morning. It was like 68. 68. It does get cold in the morning, and then the sun comes up. It reminds me a lot of California, because California was cold in the morning, but then later on, no problem. I don't think I'm gonna need 7 batteries, but I got 7 batteries just in case. Dude, I want that weather. Good stuff, dude. Yes, Florida's awesome. That's why I moved here. Just gonna move the camera around. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 orders. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like this would be better if I had, like, at least a chest mount. Wonder where my chest is. Let me see if I can find it. Uno momento. Good news, I found my head mount. I'll take you off the 46%. So here we go. Hey Pat, how do you prevent little dust specks from getting on the glass before shrinking it? So annoying. Just left the window here and I was shrinking with the felt card micro hole. Ooh, right after I installed it, micro hole right in the middle. Okay. When I prep glass, one of the things I do is I always wet it down and I basically just squeegee it down with, I have a standard like cleaning squeegee that I've used for a very long time, and that works really, really well. And I kind of just, I rub the glass and I feel for the glass. If the car is really dirty, then I can feel it and I can see it and you'll be able to tell. And if I need to, I'll do a secondary cleaning. Starter set. I'll do a secondary cleaning with like a microfiber towel and just get it done really, really clean, because a lot of the issues that people find is that, like, it's not the installation, but it's all the prep stuff. It's cleaning the glass correctly, it's cutting the film correctly, it's shrinking correctly. One thing that you could do: blue triad cards, soak shield, starter set, MacTac. That's funny that just came up. One thing that you could do is that you could use something like a MacTac. A MacTac is 8-ouncer. A MacTac is a little bit softer, a little bit more forgiving, so that when you do go over something like a piece of sand, especially in Florida, that happens all the time, right? If you go over like a piece of sand or a piece of debris, maybe some sap from a tree, it's a little bit more forgiving because it'll just kind of go around it, because the felt card is a softer card versus like a hard card that would just kind of almost rip through it and push through that if you don't clean correctly. So try either doing a better cleaning process, wiping it down with a microfiber towel, or using a softer card, a smart card. I'm out of stock of the smart cards right now, but either a smart card or a MacTac would help with that, because again, they're just a little bit more forgiving. 8-ouncer. Let's see here. Applicator 8-ouncer. No. 8-ouncer. 1, 2, 3 8-ouncers. One 8-ouncer. 2 8-ouncers. Doot, 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 doot. 8-ouncer. Right after I installed it, yep. I think that would definitely help you. I think that would definitely help you out for sure. Applicators for the starter sets. 1, 2, 3 starter sets. I switched over before. I had like these big pieces of paper and I would tape them and stuff like that. I ended up getting a printer just because it's more efficient, but like the packing slips are like super tiny now, so I kind of got to get close to reading them. But it makes it so I just have to peel these off and put it on. It's a lot better, I think. Oh, there's a starter set here. Beautiful. Starter set. Applicator and 8-ouncer. That's good. Starter set. Let's see, DSP. 1 starter set. MacTac. Starter set. These are just 2 applicators. This one's a starter set. And this one is just an 8-ounce. Hey man, look busy. How many different orders do you roughly fill each month? Oof, I couldn't even. It really just depends. But I couldn't tell you exactly. First year of DSP, which was like first full year, was 2020, and we did 500 orders our first year, and I believe we doubled that this year, or we're on track to double it this year, which is awesome. So not huge amounts, again, because we don't like super aggressively promote or you know, we have one distributor, Solar Effects, which is awesome. They're awesome, but we don't like pay for a lot of advertising and anything else like that. It's just really word of mouth. So, which is doing really good so far. You know, it's what I would really like is beefing up production. Is going to be a good thing here. We're still just on phase 1 of tools, and this is all the tools that we have available here. There's actually 3 phases for tools, and what I want to do is I want to offer all the tools that I personally use. I want to be able to offer all those, so that if people see the tools that I use and they want to use the tools that I use, then I have them available for people to purchase as well. So that, and there is a possibility that I'll be offering pre-cut kits, so for window tinting, and then you're gonna have the option to either have it in like a standard dyed film, you know, a mid-grade ceramic, and then a higher grade ceramic. Just because if you're like a tint shop and you're just getting started, like my boxes of film, for me to carry 3 different shades in my top tier film, it's well over $2,000, closer to $3,000. And some people just don't have that cheddar up yet, right? But like, you can sell a car for $500, $600, $700. So it's going to be able to give an opportunity for people that are just getting into the game, or maybe don't have really deep pockets for their inventory, that they'll be able to purchase high quality film that is actually really good, and they don't have to like break the bank. You know, that way they can grow their nut while they're growing their business. From Italy, what's going on, baby? Solar Effects is the best. They are really great. Got some product over here, curing here in the molds here. Got some more product here, curing up here. Finished product up this way. You know, when we're just growing, slowly but surely, we're growing and growing. The idea is by January, the goal is to get into a shop, because this is a great area right now. But I'm in here for DSP, and I'm in here for Sun Solutions. So it's like, and it gets really hot in here. Like during the summertime, it's easily over 100 degrees in here. I can't hire employees with when it's 100 degrees. That's set. So we're going to be getting into a shop in January. That's going to be a multi-purpose facility. It's going to be able to house Sun Solutions tinting. It's also going to be able to house DSP. It'll also house the production house. So everything that we do production wise for all these videos and things of that nature is going to be there. It's going to be all in one location. It's a really great location. I'm super excited. And then that way I can do, because this stuff is super easy. I got to focus my time on the things that make me the most income, right? So like this stuff, I have staff that I'm actually going to be hiring that I know can handle this, and they're going to do really great. Let's see here. I thought about selling pre-cuts for when it's slow or just for more income. I just don't know the easiest way to get set up, shipping, sending, tracking, numbers, that all. I'm sure not too difficult, just haven't sat down and figured out small business regularly ship stuff. Yeah, with a Shopify account or with an online store, you got to think of shipping, logistics, taxes. Like anything shipped out of the state of Florida, I don't pay taxes on, which is amazing, right? It's a great little business to be into. But you have to make sure that you have the right film. You have to make sure that you have a plotter that cuts correctly. You have to make sure that you package it in a way that it's going to be delivered so that it's not damaged by the time the end product, the client gets it. A number of factors go into shipping. So that's why like we're going slow and steady and slowly growing, because I don't want to take on too much and it be it go to shit just because there's too much and I can't handle it. Yep, I started with FXX2, then moved to 65th, and then next year I'm going to work on 6100. Slow and steady wins the race. That's true. That's true. Is that place cheaper than renting just a house with a large garage? Yeah, I guess you could say so. This garage used to cost me $120 a month, but it now rose up, so it costs me $150 a month for both garages. So that's $300 a month. That's what is that? That's $300 a month, $3,000 plus another $600 on top of that, $3,600 for the year, which is cheap. Stupid cheap. But as you can see, I have very little space. I have no AC. I have no, and I'm overgrowing this space. So that's a good thing. DSP, 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 DSP. Soak Shield OG. The Soak Shield OG. Coming at you. Blue Tri-Edge hard cards, 4 of them. Yeah, I love these cards. These cards are the best. And a Mac Tack. A Macky Tacky. A Mac Tack. See, and here's another problem too. Like I have my personal stuff in here too, right? So like, I have the wagon for the kids, and I have the DSP bike right there, and so it all starts to overflow. I'd rather have my life separated. Mac Tack. Okay, I think we're good here. I think we're good. You have to package it as well. Oh yeah. No, and here's the thing. Like this is what takes orders a little bit longer for me, right? Because now like I have some stuff set up. I have some 4-ounce jars here and whatnot. But when I get staff in here, their everyday job is going to be prepping product. They won't cook the product. They won't batch the product. I batch the products just because I'm the only one that knows how to do it correctly, and if you mess it up, it's very expensive. So they'll have all the stuff ready, but like I have a shit ton of soak shields. I can just grab it and go, right? Right now, I don't have starter sets ready. I don't have 8-ounce jars ready. I don't have 16-ounce jars ready. So I fill them as I go, just because my time is a little scarce. So once I get to the point where I do have a facility and I do have staff, then that will basically be their job. Their jobs will be to fulfill orders. And once the orders are fulfilled, I'm going to move this here. Once the orders are fulfilled, then their next job will be to be pre-packaging stuff, so we have plenty of stock on hand. That way it flips, it turns the turnaround time is a lot easier. Plus, when you have distributors that want to do distribution orders, it's a lot quicker than it's just a lot quicker, right? Because then you just grab and go. 48-hour turnaround time on a distributor is really good. As of right now, the way we've done it before in the past is that like a distributor would make an order. Ow. A distributor would make an order, and it would take us roughly 6 weeks to fulfill that order. So this way we'll have enough on stock that we'll be able to do a 48-hour turnaround time for distribution for distributors. Not lucky strategy, stack up your bread and move to a different state. Florida doesn't have state tax, so you're lucky. Florida doesn't have state tax, you are correct. Yeah, I have all the equipment and most of it figured out, and I have a place to get plenty of those cardboard UPS shipping tubes in different diameters. Hell yeah. Can you wash the DSP pouches? Absolutely. Yeah. Empty it out, and then just what I would probably suggest is to empty it out and turn it inside out, and then go ahead and throw it in the wash. The way that the applicators are worked, like this is called a surge stitch or surging, right? So it double locks the edges. Just don't yank on this right here, but you'll be able to go ahead and just throw the applicator in the wash. The way that these are constructed, it's ridiculous. They're the highest quality, so you should be able to wash it and it'll just be brand new. It'll be like brand new. My pouch was blue, but it's black now. Yeah, go ahead and wash it. You can wash it. It's all right. Just know how to streamline the shipping labels and customer tracking stuff. As far as actually shipping it, I'm assuming you just make a trip to the post office every day. Basically. How is the shortage affecting you, Pat? The shortage is affecting me slightly. Like I can't get smart cards, right? So they're like my actual tools itself are kind of getting a little scarce. Nothing too crazy, but it's not my main supply chain. And then DSP doesn't really affect me too bad because I make it in-house, right? There's olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, cocoa butter, some blue pigment, and some fragrance oils here, some essential oils. I buy them in such big bulk and ahead of schedule that like I you know, if it takes a few weeks, then I'm good to go usually. Plus I try to stack up as much inventory as I can so that I don't get short. It does happen, unfortunately. There's highs and lows with this business. There's definitely highs and lows because during the summertime it gets super busy. And then during the wintertime it slows down, right? Not many people are tinting as much, and which means that they don't need as much product and whatnot. Burner. I use GoDaddy website and GoDaddy online store. I can print out labels shipping without the post office. Just need a small scale to weigh it. Yeah, oh yeah. And you have an option too, is that like that you can organize the post office to come and pick up packages as well. You don't have to go to the post office every single day. But again, another reason why I need a facility is because come to garage so-and-so, it makes it a little bit more difficult. All right, we're gonna fill some 2-ounce baggies for our DSP, or starter sets. Good. Also do 8-ounce jars. That's awesome. You going to super load, going to be super loaded with DSP before summer starts. Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes. Being able to have stocks and inventory up before the summer starts is critical, vital. Ooh. Want some DSP. One thing that I did do is, like, you're always changing, you're always evolving, right? Like, these bags used to be an inch smaller, but now they're an inch bigger. There's 25% more space, but I used to have to, like, pack these bags. Now it's a little bit easier to fill them, and they don't have to, I don't have to pack them, because when you, like, stuff them, then it's like, it becomes a little ridiculous. It just takes up more time. Like the jars do the same thing, but there's such a high, you know, there's so much in there that's worth it. That's why we don't offer 2-ounce refills anymore, because they were just such a pain in the butt to stuff so many. It's much quicker to stuff a 4-ounce refill jar than two 2-ounce packs. So figured if anyone wants a 2-ounce refill, you can actually just purchase a starter set, and you get a little bit of a discount, because the applicators are typically $6 each, and you basically get the applicator for $3. Get a little bit of a discount. I can smell it. Yeah, that's right, baby. That's right. That's right. Especially after I cook batches. Oh, it definitely smells like a strip club in here. Or shoot them with the Tint Whiz and use their sale. Yeah. Let me know what I wanted to keep one of. But me, I want to keep two, one for tint and one for t-shirt business. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's okay. And here's the thing: it's good to separate entities, right? Like Dry Shrink Prep is a separate entity from Sun Solutions. It's not all under one company. And the same thing with the online presence, the production company, or whatever you want to call it. You know, that does generate an income through sponsors, ad revenue, and other facets. But they're all separate entities. And the reason I chose to do that specifically, for a number of different reasons, right? If DSP ends up growing and being in every shop in the country, and let's say I take on partners or other things of that nature, I want them to just have access to DSP. I don't want them to have access to the tint business or the online presence. So, and also, like, let's just say I happen to get sued for some reason, and let's just say it's in one of the businesses, they don't have access to all the assets of all the businesses. So it's a way to cover myself as well. Even though they're all basically interrelated. Dang, appreciate the hack for free DSP pouch. I don't want to say free, but half off. Half off for sure. Half off for sure. And you know, and I guarantee these, you know. So, you know, I had a client that reached out to me, and they told me that that their applicator broke, and it shouldn't. I mean, the way that we construct these, they shouldn't break, but I mean, nothing's perfect, right? And I think that client actually had one of the original applicators. Like, if you guys were like part of the original DSP crew, then our applicators actually used to be black mesh bags. I used to get them from Amazon. They were shipped from China. I dodged a bullet, right? Not getting those anymore. But they were low quality. I didn't like the quality of them. So I decided to just make my own applicators because I like them better. They actually cost me about twice as much, or actually now 3 times as much. Now that I have an actual seamstress that does it now. I don't construct the applicators anymore. But it's worth it because the pouches are worth it. Like, I was ordering those black pouches from Amazon. I was ordering 100 at a time or 300 at a time, and like, let's just say 100 bag patch. I would have like 3 or 4 defective ones, and they were defective in shipping, right? And we got to use these for work. So I didn't want cheap ass applicators. So that's why we don't use them anymore. That's why I just made my own, because I can control the quality. If I'm gonna I don't mind outsourcing. I'm gonna bring this camera down just a hair. I don't mind outsourcing, but if I'm gonna outsource it, I need to make sure that it is, it's up to my standards. Does the label printing software app automatically send tracking link information? Yeah. You can check out stuff like Wix. You can check out shops like GoDaddy. You can check out shops like Shopify. They're all made for online businesses, you know. And then depending on what you're selling, they'll go through it. I mean, there's definitely a learning curve, right? You got to set up shipping. You got to set up costs. You know, like shipping costs will change. Like, I think to expedite, I charge $8 to expedite, or $8.15 to expedite it, and they just changed the shipping costs to like $8.75. So I actually lose a little bit on expedited packages. So sometimes you got to adjust it, sometimes you don't. I try to be as fair as I can, right? Because I don't want to. Some people not only make money off the product, but they whatever the shipping cost is, they double the shipping cost as well. So they're making money off the product sale, plus they're making money off the cost of the shipping. And I just don't, I don't know, I don't do that. I try to keep it fair. Keep it fair. Cyber Monday sale. That's a very interesting one. I did do a Cyber Monday sale last year, and there's a possibility. I got to touch base. Here's the problem: when you have distributors and you do a, you know, there's all, like with distribution, like there's something called MAP pricing. So like my distributors in their contracts cannot sell my products below a certain price point. They can sell it for above that, but they can't sell it below that. And they need to get written pre-approval from me to be able to do so. And same thing with me. If I'm going to offer a sale, I need to reach out to my distributors and let them know that I'm also offering a sale, so I'm not undercutting myself, you know, and cutting out my distributors, which is not fair to them, right? So I just have to make an email and touch base with the guys over at Solar Effects. And but yeah, I don't see why a Cyber Monday deal shouldn't be a problem. Right? Let's get some DSP out there. Maybe limited quantity. I don't know. I have to figure that out. But yeah. I've done it before. I just got to make sure I do it ahead of time so that like I said, distributors know, so that they can offer the same deal. Because if not, it looks really bad. DSP. What I need to know is how much battery we have left on this thing. Let's flip it. Looks kind of low. Okay, let's change it. Oop. There we go. So I just got to do a quick hot swap on the battery. 18%. I can get a solid hour out of this, usually. Hour and a half. But if the battery dies, or the battery dies and I don't hot swap the battery, then it's a problem. Because it kills the feed. Oh my god. What a horrible view of my face. My hair's long and the head mount is like making it do all crazy crap. That's funny. Just trying to run through these gloves here. They're not powdered, so I go through gloves like you wouldn't believe, but it's really hard to get non-powdered gloves on your hands when they're moist. So, and on top of that, I ordered a large box, and I should have ordered an extra large because I have fucking bare hands. What's going on, guys? Welcome if you guys are just joining us. Nothing too crazy, just doing a little Q&A while I fulfill orders here. If you guys have any questions, window tint wise related, DSP related, feel free. We're just hanging out. I am going to be doing a live stream from the studio soon, probably next week, maybe this week. I'm not 100% sure. And the focus is going to be on brand new tinters and basically an introduction to the industry. You know, about window tinting. What's the startup costs? How much money could you actually make? How long does it take to get going? Basically, just, you know, an introduction for people that are interested in getting into the business and into the industry, so that they have some feedback, some realistic expectations. Flip them inside out and let them dry to reuse them. I could do that, right? They're flipped out inside out right now. But the problem is I need the gloves on again now, right? Or what am I gonna do, stop? I only had to stop because I had to switch batteries. So normally I would just keep them on and keep going until I'm finished with this packaging portion. But, and hopefully the facility I'll have will have, well, it will have a bathroom, but I can have a place to wash my hands. I don't have a sink in here. So like, if I could just wash my hands, I wouldn't even use gloves. So when are you going to be down for the battles? What's going on, baby? Ew, no, I'll throw them away. The battles will be in March. I think they just announced it. So I got my partner. So we're gonna be doing our best. We'll see if we can even get in. They're doing it differently than they did last year. Last year was like fucking free for all. It was everyone was in that motherfucker, right? This year I think they're only limiting it to 5 teams, and I think the teams, you know, you submit your teams, and then I think people vote on who they want in there. So, which is, I mean, it's fun, I guess, but then it almost turns into like a popularity contest, right? Because if Joe Schmo wants to compete with any quote unquote big names in the industry, like a Marco or a Mike, or like Matt from Tint Stuff, or Sean from Window Film Warriors, then I feel like some of those people might get overshadowed because they might not have a following. I don't know. Like whoop, I almost fell there. So that's one thing that I could see. Like, I don't know how they're going to be able to do that, or who determines what 5 teams are able to participate within the competition. So, which, you know, like, I have a following, I have a presence, right? But I've gone to the tint off at the window film conference for the last 5 years, and I've never even gotten to the finals, right? So what does that say? There's a lot of guys that are probably more talented than me, that are definitely more talented than me. I just show people how to tint. Do you see how much I gotta pack in this motherfucker? Like, I am packing. Like, this thing is filled to the brim. If you guys ever get jars, just know these motherfuckers are full. Eight ouncer right there. So all in all, this isn't going too bad. When you have a shit ton of starter sets, it does make it a little bit more time consuming. These jars fill up pretty quickly. But the way I have DSP set up as a business is that, like, I have it's very easy for me to teach someone how to do something like this. We'll just sit all day long, 8 hours a day, and just stuff product, and then we'll figure out what to do after that. You know, once we have enough product on the shelves, then I don't. It's the, you know, it's, what is it? Supply and demand. There was a great line from the movie The Founder. I think it was The Founder. It's with it was about Ray Kroc and McDonald's. Great movie. And one of the opening parts was he was selling shake mixers, right? And he's like, it's supply and demand. If you increase the supply, the demand will follow. Or do you not have the demand because you can't keep up with the supply? So I mean, once I have $50,000 in stock ready to go at a whim, then, you know, I can keep them busy, because then I could just turn around and add more distributors, and, you know, there goes $5,000 to $10,000 worth of product out the door right then and there, you know. So it's scalable. I like it. I can keep someone busy. Realistically, it's going to be my brother-in-law. You know, he doesn't have any real skill traits, so nothing that he can make any real money on. So he'll be working with DSP. He'll be working with Sun Solutions. I don't know if he'll be installing. I'm going to try to train him. You know what's funny is that the wifey, like, talked to me earlier today, and she's like, "Would you train me?" And I'm like, "What?" What? She's like, "Yeah, would you train me to tint windows?" I'm like, "If that's what you want to do, I mean, you could do whatever you want. But if you wanted to try to tint windows, yeah, I could train you. I could teach anyone how to do anything. Whatever you want." So that was an interesting thing that, like, kind of popped up that I didn't anticipate. I had another 8 ounce. Where the hell are you? There you are. So the wifey said that she'll be interested as soon as we get a shop, right? Because then I have a shop. I have I'm running the business, so it's like I take the time. I can show her what to do. She doesn't feel rushed. No pressure. Plus, I can basically do the live streams that I do now, but I can do them actually live. Like, I don't do my live stream. I do live streams live. Like, I pre-record the live streams that I do when I tint other cars, and then I replay them and basically react to them, which works in my way, in my own little way, because because I'm not focused on actually working on a car and answering questions at the same time, and I have the control of being able to like pause if I need to. Let's see here. So what are you going to be doing? Oh, no. What's going on, Pat? Is that a Grom? Yes, that is a Grom. That's a Grom. That's the DSP Grom. Ironically, like, blue is just one of my favorite colors. It's my favorite color, Dodger blue. I'm a diehard Dodger fan, so I always go with blue. But it happened to be that the Grom is damn near. I mean, it's pretty much the same color as DSP colors. So that's the DSP. Where the hell did this come from? Right here. That's the DSP bike. Yeah, fun little bike. I'm gonna keep her just to spit around town, but I can't take the wife on that. So she wants like a cruiser. So I think I'm gonna get some sort of Harley. Just got to determine what size. What size? Shout out, Angel. What's going on, baby? What's going on? Can you wheelie that thing? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's why everything is good to go. There's like two types of people, right? People that try to stunt and then realize how fucking hard it is, so they end up not decking it out to stunt, but they just like drop it low. They'll drop it and stretch it and try to make those fucking things go fast. Listen, that thing's got 125 cc's, right? So it's like it tops out at like 60 miles an hour. Right? So even if I like bore it out and do a new air intake and do other things, what am I gonna do? Go 70? Maybe? The only aftermarket thing I really did is I threw this Vance & Hines aftermarket exhaust on there, just because the stock exhaust is so whisper quiet, and that bike, I don't have the ability to throttle out. Like there's not enough CCs where if I'm in a pinch or I'm in a situation on the road, I can't throttle out and get out of the situation. So my idea was I can throw an aftermarket. That thing is loud. I can throw an aftermarket exhaust on there, and I can rev limit it and people can hear me. Like that thing's so loud. Like I wear earplugs when I ride because it's fucking loud. Start it up. I don't know if I have my keys. Did I bring my keys down here? I didn't bring my keys down here. And I don't keep a key here. I keep my bike keys, and then I also keep something. I keep the spare on my my everyday rider key, on my van key, basically. Oh! Alligator Window Tint with the $5 super chat. Appreciate it, brother. He says, did you miss your explanation to why you're not working? I'm late because I was tinting. Bro, this is part of my job. Not only do I tint, but I have to fulfill orders, right? I have this business. Plus, when I'm shooting live streams, that's still work, bro. Oh, what am I doing? I didn't put the DSP. I wonder why that looked weird. They are fun little bikes for what they are, fun, but definitely not traveling, cruising, or highway riding. Oh, hell no. I'll get murdered on the highway. That can't even get highway speeds. I had open drag pipes on an Evo Harley that literally set off car alarms. Yes. I would definitely be willing to start it. Let me see if I can text the old lady, tell her to bring my keys down. She's gonna go soon. I think she's got a nail appointment or something. I'll tell her to bring my keys down. Hey, you got a nail appointment soon, don't you? Or something? Oh, are you not leaving at all? Oh. Could you do me a favor? Are you, like, what are you doing? Okay. Well, when you wake up, could you bring me down my bike keys? Thank you. I love you. Goodbye. All right, well, she's doing her thing. She'll be down maybe. Maybe. I have a Ruckus. They are really slow. Yeah, they are slow, but they're fun. I didn't buy that bike because it's stupid fast. I bought that bike because it's hilarious, and I bought that bike too because that's my first actual motorcycle. I've never been on a bike before, so if I got any bike with any serious power on it. I know myself, and I know that I would murder myself in 4 seconds. So this lets me get the feeling of a bike, because if you've never ridden a bike before, like there's all kinds of crazy different rules and different ways, and everyone wants to fucking murder you on the road. So as soon as I get used to that, then I was gonna get a bigger bike. But there's actually a huge following in the Tampa area. There's a group called the Tampa Grom Squad, and there's like 800 of them. And it's not just Groms. There's Groms, there's Ruckuses, there's the Z125s, the Yamahas are in that group as well. But they'll get together for rides, and there's like legit 500 or 600 of those damn things running around town. So it's fun. I keep it for that, and I keep it for learning. And I'll keep it because it's cheap and it's fun to ride. But yeah, it's not like a real bike. You know, it's gonna murder yourself. Nina, the meatloaf. Groms and Ruckuses are great for beach cruising where I live. Yes. Gas mileage is insane. Yeah, I had a real bike. That is way better for me. Yeah, I think that's got a 1-gallon tank, so it cost me $3 to fill up, and I can't remember how far I go on that thing, but it's close to 100 miles. Jeez, all fucking serious about getting cut off in the parking lot. God damn. All right, back to it. Got to be 100 miles per gallon. It's close. It's close to 100 miles. Damn near there. I'm trying to orchestrate a ride. So we're you know, the wifey and her family are originally from Kentucky, and White Castle's huge there, right? And well, not huge, but it's a place that's available up there. Well, they don't have White Castle down here. Well, they just opened up, I think sometime last year, they just opened up a White Castle in Orlando. But that bike cannot go on the highway. It can't go fast enough. I'll get murdered. So I have to take highway roads. So normally it's like an hour and 45 minutes to get to Orlando on the highways. But we're gonna try to plan a cruise out to Orlando to go to White Castle. And the ride is like 3 hours long. But it's fun, you know. It's a great time of year right now. You can wear a jacket and gear and not bake during the summertime. It's freaking brutal on a bike around here. Brutal. That label thing is cool. Yeah. Well, when you label so many different things, it just gets you just try to find ways to expedite the process. So, you know, it's not like I think that thing was like $100 or something like that. I don't know, just to hold stickers, but it helps me peel off stickers a lot quicker. All right, 3 DSP priority. We're good. Moving right along. 8-ounce refill and starter set. And if you guys notice, like everything's the same. Like the string is always on the left. I always pack and fold in this side. The string will always be filled in on the left. Other than this is like a card that tells us like about what it is, what the ingredients are, things of that nature. And then on the other side, it's an 8-step instruction guide on the back end here, and that always goes out with the information about DSP on that back end here. But everything's consistently the same, roughly where the stickers go, and everything has to be consistent, right? Has to be consistent. Where do I get my labels made? These labels, I believe Vistaprint. They're not the most cost effective though. I think the last time I had it, I don't do the 2-ounce refills anymore, right? So I guess that did save a little bit of money, but I had those labels. I had 2-ounce like little micro labels for the 2-ounce refill bags that we were selling, and then we also had the instruction cards these cards right here that goes in with every DSP order, and these were the 2-ounce refill pack stickers. These little stickers right here, glossy, whatever. 1,500 of them ran me about $700, I believe. So, but they're good quality. For the ones I had before, they weren't shiny. Like, these are shiny, crisp. They look great, you know. The ones I had before, they were printed from a company that were just, they didn't look really good. They weren't shiny. They didn't look professional. They didn't look quality. I don't know if you guys are seeing a running theme, but if it's not high quality, then I don't carry it. I don't want to do that. I want to have good shit. It's a really nice product, honestly. Looks great, professional quality. Yes, thank you. That's what we're shooting for here. That's what we're shooting for. Again, it's you know, it's just a healthy alternative to dryer sheets. You know, I had this conversation. I did a video recently about it, explaining some details of DSP and letting people know like what's up with DSP, because, you know, just to set some records straight. Just some people were assuming or speculating, and no one really knows all the answers except for me, really, right? You know, a couple other guys, Mike Powell, Robert Oman. They were big influences in regards to the research and the development of DSP. I was sending them out. How they helped me. I was out of town when they launched the name, so that I can release. I can release before. There was actually a couple of guys. I won't name names, but there was a couple of guys that were releasing a product similar, like a prep product, right? And the goal is to release DSP before they went public with theirs, so that we could say the DSP was on the market first, so it doesn't look like we just like saw someone come up with a product and we were just knocked it off essentially. But they didn't really do anything with it. Plus, they weren't manufacturing it. They were just taking a product that was already made and repackaging it and reselling it, which is fine, which is totally fine. But it was completely different than DSP. DSP is made in-house, and I've marketed it always as the healthy alternative to dryer sheets. There's nothing but all natural ingredients in here. My fragrance oils, they're essential oils. It's natural. The blue pigment that turns my product blue, that's all natural. All the oils are natural. You know, there's nothing that's not natural about it. And that's the differentiator. That's the element. That's the change. All the other options or products was something that just they didn't have that as an option. Let's see here. So there's no really reason, unless you liked that person and want to support them, there was no reason to buy their product, because there was no like benefit. It was just different, right? There was no health benefit, no nothing else. It was basically liquid fabric softener diluted. Pretty much it. Whew, more. Yeah, Vistaprint stickers are expensive for some reason. Business cards aren't bad at all, and I got really nice cards, but stickers are ridiculous. Yeah, Vistaprint, the business cards is the gateway drug, right? They get you in for cheap, and then they really gouge you on anything else. But such is life, right? What can you do? When can I purchase the alligator pouch? Soon? Look at the Lumar box. The Lumar box, Expel, Max Pro, those are all window films that I used in the past, or sample rolls. I've had those films for years and years. Some films I was actually using when I first started, tinting, I was using Max Pro. And then I switched over to Johnson, and then I used Lumar for a little bit, and then Expel. or not Expel, excuse me, Solar Effects is what I'm using now. So those are all just sample rolls, real easy. And it's not soap. Burner account, it is not soap, actually. So by definition, soap is a product that is used with water for cleaning or washing. That's the definition of soap. This is not that, nor have I ever said to use clean or wash it, or, I mean, it does use with water, but it's a prep product. That at the end of the day, that's all it is, just a prep product. Oh, swag, can't forget swag. So every order of DSP comes with a little swag. So we get some info for Tint Wiz. Shout out to Tint Wiz, thank you very much, sponsors, woohoo! I had some more stickers, but these big stickers only fit in the priority mailboxes. I mean, the priority bags. So that's, sorry. If you want a big Tint Wiz sticker, you gotta get expedited shipping. Let's see, lanyards, bracelets, or key. Let's do this. Smaller stuff for the smaller packages, just because space and such, and then we'll throw the lanyards in for the bigger stuff. Come on, I gotta reach out to them. I'm running out of stuff here. Some free swag. These are lanyards, courtesy of Solar Effects. Thank you, another sponsor. Appreciate it. What I need to do is I need to touch base with the Tint Mob, because they are another sponsor, and I want to get some stuff in there too. Just some freebies, some little things. You know how it goes. Okay. Orders are packed. Our orders are almost ready. We just gotta package it all. So we're moving right along. Just double check everything here. This order is dry string prep starter sets, 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, swag. We're good to go. One, 2, tray, some swag, some swaggy swag. And then for those of you guys that don't know, I handwrite thank you notes in every order. Throw that in there. We're ready to go. Do I have a basket down here? I don't think I have a basket. All right. 8-ounce jar and starter set. We're good. I'll give you guys a little secret for those of you guys that are watching. This is like, for those of you guys that are watching right now that are like actually here, I'm gonna give you guys a little tip. If you guys ever want dry string prep and you want a little bit of a discount at checkout, if you type in WTB online, that stands for Window Tinting Business. That's what the channel originally started off as before I changed it to my name. If you type in WTB online, it'll actually give you 15% off your order. So for those of you guys that are watching, it pays to watch. Starter set, swag, we good. The fun ones is these bags. I'm going through the black ones right now, but these bags are actually changed to blue, so they're a little bit more on brand. So it's gonna look good, I think. Plus, a buddy, I sent the package to a buddy of mine, and he's like, "Black packaging? It looks like I'm getting porn in the mail." I'm like, "Oh," which is funny because clearly he's ordered porn in the mail, or else how would he know it comes in a black bag? Oh, this is supposed to be an applicator. Applicator and 8-ounce refill jar. Since DSP starter set, 2 applicators, starter set. Oh well. Let's see. Donnie Yosef from Moreno Valley, California. You're supposed to get an applicator. You got a starter set instead. So, yay for you. Because I'm just too lazy. Not too lazy, but I just don't want to go and repackage an applicator. It's already here. Screw it. Who cares? I don't make mistakes against people, but I'll make a mistake against me, right? So like sometimes I'll order stuff and my inventory is off for some reason. Like someone will order like a smart card and I didn't have a smart card, nor can I get a smart card. So so I ended up just giving him like 6 blue tri-edge cards or something like that. Who we got? Who's your partner for the battles? Who do you think's my partner? I think I mentioned it before. Mr. Jose. Mr. Jose. Good buddy of mine. Always been a part of the Tint Wiz community, the window tinted business community. He's always been involved in the industry. He's a great guy. Great guy. He asked me the last time the battles were going on. We were at the tint off last year, not the battles, because I didn't go to the tinter battles, the first one. But he was at the tint conference, tint off, and he asked me there. So I said yes, of course, it'd be sweet if we win. Oh, did you see? Woo! And the Tinder battles is coming. Is amazing too, because it's lighting a fire under people, right? Because they are nowhere nearly funded the way the Window Film Mag is funded, and more people were talking about the battles than the tent off. So they're trying to start off with doing like the Tinder battles had a cookie eating competition, right? It's fun, right? And I think the tint off is trying to do the same thing, and they doubled the prize pool. So it used to be $10,000 for the first place winner. Now it's $20,000 for the first place winner, which makes sense. I mean, they should. There's usually 100. There's at least 100 members in there. Usually 100 people. Minimum. It's $500 to compete. That's $50,000. Let's just say that even that. I mean, I don't know if half are sponsored or not, but let's just say 25% are sponsored. That still means they're making almost $40,000 off the one competition. So yeah, up it a little bit. That's not including the sponsors of the giveaway, you know, people that sponsor like the lanyards and people that buy booths. To buy one of the smallest booths at the tint off, it's $4,000. One of the large ones, like the big ones, the ones that like Tint Wiz gets and the ones that like Lumar gets and Autobahn, hell, they're dropping like 4 stacks. They're dropping like 40,000. Crazy. So it's just interesting to me that like the tinter battles can influence you know, an organization like that to be able to like light a fire under their ass to fucking change some shit up. So, which is good. Change, growth, improvement. It's the way it should be. Let's see. Starter set. Let's see if we got some extra goodies. What do we got here? I like these cards. Blue tri-edge. Let's give some extra tri-edges. Let's give an orange tri-edge away. Why not? 1:16. Ooh. I gotta leave in 45 minutes. I'm supposed to go get my hair cut. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna have time to go get my hair cut. And I need it because I'm gonna be on camera tomorrow. Shoot. I'm supposed to go tanning. I'm supposed to go get my hair cut. And I gotta go pick up my boy at 2. Maybe I go tanning, drop off the orders, and then after I pick him up, I'll go get my hair cut and he can hang out in the barber shop. Yeah. I think that's the path. That is the way. Alright, y'all that are in here right now, I have 2 more packages and I'm basically finishing up this live stream. Thank you guys for hanging out, asking questions, participating. So if you guys have any other final questions, I am going to be wrapping it up shortly. So get it in while you can get it in. That's it, y'all. 10 packages done. I don't even know how long this live stream has been going. How long has this live stream going? Live. 12 people? Where the hell did 12 people come from? Of course y'all come like at the very end. At the very end. How did you get into window tinting? That's a good... Long enough for you to call it work. You dick. I'm working. How did I get into window tinting? So 8 years ago, I moved away from Cincinnati, the Cincinnati area, with my then girlfriend and her family. And we moved to Alabama. I liquidated all my assets, went into business with my father-in-law, and moved to Alabama to start a landscaping company. Needless to say, we know the term. Have you ever heard the term "never do business with friends or family"? 1000% true. So I have vastly different business strategies and techniques and ways to do things versus my father-in-law, who's 12 years older than me. He's just a good old country boy from Kentucky. So we did okay. We made about $60,000-$70,000 the first year, which is great, but it wasn't enough to sustain everybody. Me, my then girlfriend, one kid, another kid on the way, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, her 2 brother-in-laws, sister-in-law, one baby, and another one on the way. It's a lot of people, a lot of drama. So the business failed. Now the business died in the wintertime and everyone was getting jobs, and I'm like, I'm not getting a fucking job. You're out of your mind. I'm not going back to the bank or whatever. Screw that. So I started researching businesses, detailing, window tinting, something different than landscaping, because landscaping is like fucking hard labor work, bro. Really, really hard labor work. Plus Plus, there's a lot of maintenance and other things for your tools, your zero turns, your equipment. So I looked into window tinting. There was a couple of guys. There was one guy named Matt, a young kid out of the Michigan area. There was another guy named Ralph. He had some crazy Southern accent. So I figured he was from like Georgia or Alabama or something like that. I looked and researched their videos. And I'm like, okay, I'm good with my hands. I'm detail oriented. Let me give this a shot. So I spent $250 on window tint tools and a roll of film. My first roll of film was from Max Pro. It was one of the cheapest films I've ever bought or ever will buy. I think it cost me like $120 for a 36-inch roll by 100. And I started tinting all the family cars. My car, brother-in-law, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, everyone's cars. I tinted all of them, and then I tinted it again. And I did that, and I tinted all the cars probably a dozen times. I went through that entire roll of film, learning how to shrink, learning how to install. My first car took me 6.5 hours to tint. And then after that, I was really good at installing side windows, but I was really hurting on back window shrinking and installation, not the cleanest. So every job I worked at, I lied. Because, especially after the first 9 months, I was solid. There was no car I couldn't touch, no car I couldn't tint, shrink any back window, install any door. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if it was 20 years old or 20 minutes old. I could crush any car. So when I moved to Florida, I negotiated with the shop I was at, Advanced Film Solutions. I think I was a year and a half in, and I told them I had 3 years or 4 years experience. So long story short, I negotiated a salary of in the range of $74,000 a year, which was, at the time, I didn't know exactly how much money I needed, so I just shot high. But I was respectful. I was punctual. I answered the phone. Answered my phone when they called me. And so yeah, the first shop I worked at, I only worked there for maybe 3 weeks, and the guy wasn't paying me my weekly minimum base. So after 3 weeks, I left. I went to a different shop. I was there for about a month, and I was able to help him. He was Korean. He barely spoke English. So I was able to help talk to customers, sell film, organize, tint, and install. So I negotiated a salary of $60,000 for the second shop I ever worked at. And then the third shop, I just shot to $74,000 a year. And shot there. I think, or whatever, maybe it was 72 and change. Whatever $1,400 a week is, that's what I was getting. And then that was good. And that was good for a long time. And then things started changing. I let them know that I do video production and things of that nature. And then they also knew that I worked on the side on my own. I lived an hour away, so my clientele was nowhere near theirs, so they didn't care. But then when they found out I bought a van, and they found out that like I was making money off of video production and I was doing it in the shop, that they're like, oh, well, we want to cut. And like, yeah, no, that's not happening. So it was time to leave at that point, and now I work for myself. It's pretty much the long and the short. I do know how to use Sharpies. That helps. You fucking cock. For those of you guys that don't know, like, there was a window tinter, and again, I don't want to name names, but there was a window tinter that was doing tutorials, and one of them was showing people how to install window tint with Sharpies, which, like, how to cut on a car. Listen, at some point, you don't do that. It's not efficient, right? Is it going to save from you like slicing into some pillars? Absolutely, right? But at the end of the day, if you're going to hand cut, just learn how to do it right and don't cut the fucking car. It's simple as that. So I laughed at the idea of someone actually training someone how to tint windows with a Sharpie, because it's just so inefficient. You're gonna do maybe 2 cars a day doing that. Like maybe, probably 1 car a day, especially if you're learning. So I was really against it. But recently I've been using the clear liner and a Sharpie for all my quarter windows, like especially like the front shitty quarter windows on like a Ford Fusion or a Porsche or something like that. I've been using a Sharpie just because I can double cut, and it makes it so much faster. Trying to get in those corners and trying to double cut a quarter with the window in the way and things like that, So that's why he keeps bringing up Sharpies, because I used to be like, no, but now I use them, so fuck it. I don't even make that wrenching on cars. Awesome. Yeah. There's a reason. Why do you think this channel even exists, guys? Why do you think? I tried to go everywhere in the Alabama area. No one would teach me how to tint. I didn't have the money to spend $1,500 at a tint school and travel and pay for a hotel. I was dirt poor. I had $100 in the bank account when I started window tinting. Maybe if that. And but no one would teach me. And I'm like, and I learned. And in the first year, I made $60,000. And by year 3, I was making $75,000, 74 and change, whatever. I was making over $70,000 working for someone else. I spent 8 years in college. And I could have just been doing this the whole damn time. If you guys are smart enough and you guys have the drive, you can get into this industry and make a very comfortable living. So that's why I started this channel, because there was people that wouldn't teach me. They wouldn't teach me because they were afraid that I would learn and then go open up my own thing, which on a whole is more or less correct, because people don't take care of people. But yeah, that's why I started doing these videos. Number one, so that I had a catalog of videos that I can recall, so I can watch my own videos and remember what cars I did and how I did that, because there's so many different cars. But also to help other people get into the industry. My goal is to weed out and vet out all the degenerates. You know, there's some there's some good guys and outliers out there, but like for the most part, it's like a window tinter was like a sleazy used car dealer, right? You got baby mama drama, you got money problems, you got drug problems. They never show up sober. If they show up at all, they'll steal from you. They'll sleep with your wife if they could. Like, that's typically your average window tinter, you know. And if you take offense, you're probably not that. So you'll probably be fine. Don't take offense. If you're offended and you do that stuff, well, it's hard to become professional. It's hard to become anything more, right? I think the average income is $30,000 a year, $35,000 a year, and I doubled that my first year in the business, working for someone else, you know. And I 50% of that again. Hi. Never hire family at a business you own. It will bite you back in some way. I know. And I'm an anal motherfucker. Like, I am super fucking anal. Like, I like my shit the way my shit is, right? So if I hire staff and if I hire my family, like my brother-in-law wants to go work for me, and he knows the, like, friends and family, like, listen, out and about, I'm a good time, I'm whatever. But when I'm in business, like, I need shit the right way. I need these fucking DSP stickers. They need to be center and wrapped correctly. They can't be off or askew. These fucking bags, these applicators, she was using it one time and the end of the fabric had holes in it, and because she was using the end of the fabric, of the roll of fabric, I told her, don't do that, I'll pay more, I don't care. I don't care if we lose 5 bags per unit per production, but I want them all to look perfect. Jars need to be refilled. Like, look, that's off center. That bothers me. Can you see that jar? That's off center. I'll probably not use that jar. Someone's spending $120 on this jar, and that fucking sticker's off center by about 2 degrees counterclockwise. You know, this is the madness shit that I deal with, right? But it's okay because I work for myself. So, but my brother-in-law wants to work for me. He knows how I am, and I had a conversation with him already. You understand? I'm 100% in charge. I need my shit done the way I need it done. And I'm gonna be a fucking dick to you sometimes, and that's gonna fucking happen, especially if you're not doing your fucking job. And your job, my job is to hire you and provide an income for you. Your job is to do what I tell you so I can make a profit off of your labor. Straight up. If you are willing to do that, we can work together. So family-wise, I will be 100% in charge, and they will know from the jump what I expect. And if they choose to work with me, then that's okay. But if they choose not to, then that's okay too. I'm fine with that. That got to be the flex guy, flex film guy. Then you provided the industry so much value that a crazy 4-foot bald guy stopped by to say thank you. That is correct. That is correct. Martin Fowler just showed up one day at Advanced Film Solutions. I was in my office, and he was like, "Hey," and the first thing I did was look to see if he had a gun in his hand, because I didn't fucking know him from Adam. So that's why I don't divulge like my location, because fucking people show up randomly. Granted, Martin Fowler's now one of my really good close friends, like legit, like we're friends on Facebook. Like I have his number in my phone, like we can call each other whenever the fuck we need to, like legit friends. If you guys have ever found me on Facebook and we're not friends on Facebook, there's a reason why, right? I keep my personal, private, intimate self on Facebook. If you're friends on Facebook with me, we're actually friends in real life. But don't get your panties in a bunch. If you friend requested me on Facebook and I didn't accept it, I literally have 2,000 friend requests of people that I don't know. And it's not that I don't care. Believe me, I do care, but I have to have some separation. I have private pictures. I have my kids, my family, my fiance, and I just don't need 2,000 random people that I don't fucking know all up in my business that deep. That deep. Currently, if you make 50K individually, you are at top 50 income earner. Oh, nice. 100K a year as an individual before tax is top 10% income earner in America. You got an eye for perfection. Goddamn right I do. Goddamn right I do. Because people demand perfection. You cannot sell a product, a premium product that has at a premium price. This is a premium product. What is this? What the fuck is this? This is an 8-ouncer? This is an 8-ouncer. That's $60. $60. So people are spending good money. People are spending good money on my products. $40. That's or $30. That's nothing to shy off of, right? $120. It's nothing to shy off of. Look at that one. I'm gonna fucking kill him. That one's too high. That's about a half an inch too high, and still about a degree to the left. And he'll sit here and peel every single one of those fucking things off and get all the adhesive off, right? And then he'll re-sticker it. And if he does it again, he'll sit there. I will pay him. I don't give a shit how much I pay him, but I will pay him to have his life fucking miserable, sit right here and re-sticker every single fucking jar. Because that's going to be the learning lesson. That's he's going to learn how to do it correctly. Okay. I think that's it, guys. I think we're good. Martin Fowler, obviously I love you. Everyone else, thank you very much. Appreciate y'all joining me. 1:34 right now. I got to go tanning and then go pick up my boy. But again, I'm going to do that live stream about introductions very shortly, very soon. 101, getting into window tinting, things of that nature. That's going to come up soon as well. Want to try dry shrink prep, but I have a question. Is there a difference between the Tinstitute Austin's glass prep? Yeah, I didn't even know Austin had a glass prep. So you're asking me for the first time. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can find it. Hold on. Tinstitute glass prep. Nope, tint. That's the one thing about, though it's the one thing I don't like about the Tinstitute's name, because I don't know how to spell institute. So like I can never get this fucking name right. Let's see. Google it. Window tint training. Let's see. Video shop. Business products reviews, paint protection, tips and tricks, vinyl wraps, automotive tinting, glass, roll downs, windows. This is under training. Shop. Hands-on training. Installation tools. This is great. He looks fucking great. All this shit looks really good. Nice. What? People are selling this fucking squeegee for $13.50? It's fucking squeegee? Which is crazy, because I'm pretty sure this is a really cheap squeegee. I can't find the prep stuff. Apparel. Shop. Installation tools. PPF apparel. Brand your business. Grow your business. Digital. I can't find. I googled it. I couldn't find Austin Cook stuff. Someone send me a link. It's on on their website and on installation tools. I tried to look it up. Christian Diaz. I cannot speak on that. I've met Austin Cook. He's an amazing guy. He's got a great vibe. I think what he's doing with the Tinstitute is really amazing. I think he's got a good thing. What he has going on is my goal to be soon, right? He's got his own shop. I just passed it. Okay, I'm here. Installation tools. Installation tools. Let's try this again. Training videos. I don't care about the training videos. Oh, this is training. Shop. Installation tools. Okay. Blue pack squeegee medium softness. Oh, Austin's favorite glass prep. Okay, let's see. Looks like the exact same applicators I had when I first opened up. Mr. Zog Sex Wax Air Freshener. Yeah, those are the exact same applicators that I bought from Amazon that I didn't like. That's why I didn't use them. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what that green stuff is. If I would have to, don't let your film stick to the windows. Glass prep allows film to move freely on window film without any chance of sticking. Help prevent blah 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 blah. Packaging slip solution. Apply window film simply. Let's see. Spray the applicator and apply. Looks pretty straightforward. $10 a bag. $10. I can almost guarantee he's not producing this. He's refabricating it. If I would have to say, let's say, looks very similar to Irish Spring soap. You know, I don't know. Maybe he is making his own stuff. Who knows? I don't know. Not sure. It says it's the prep stuff. There's no indication that he just takes a bar to cheese grater. I got it. It's just Irish Spring. You know, I'm not trying to, and then don't get me wrong, guys, and don't get this confused as me talking shit, right? It's not me like dogging anyone or anything else like that. But let's just say, what's the purpose of dry shrink prep, right? Dry shrink prep is to provide a healthy alternative to dryer sheets, right? Even mass-produced bars of soap, I guess you could use it. I have heard people say that you can just shred up a bar of soap and use it. Even mass-produced bars of soap also have different types of chemicals. All kinds of different types of chemicals and things of that nature as well. You know, there's a big push, like you guys can see it on YouTube and on Facebook and stuff like that, of people like trying to push off commercial soap for all natural soaps, I guess you could say. That could be another case too. If I would have to like take a stab in the dark, if I would have to take a stab in the dark, it looks like it's Irish Spring soap. It looks like the applicators. I mean, let's break it down. I mean, it's worth the business, right? And if you can sell it, screw it, right? Irish Spring soap, a bar of soap. I can get 12 bars for $5.69. So let's just call it $6, right? So it's 50 cents as bar of soap, and those bags. Those bags cost $1 each. Could get some from Amazon. From Amazon from China. So he's got $1.50 in each one, and he's charging $10. Opa, $10. Opa, $10 divided by $1.50. Oh no, other way around. $1.50 divided by $10. He's making 85% margins. I mean, but I mean, but he's doing it honestly. He's not saying it's a healthy alternative. He's not disclosing what it actually is, because I probably wouldn't do it either. I wouldn't say that either, but I mean, he's not proclaiming that it's a healthy alternative or anything else like that. I mean, if I had to guess, that's what it looks like to me. So what's the difference between what that product would be and this product? This product is made in-house. I make it from all natural ingredients. Water, olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, cocoa butter, blue cotton candy fragrance, that's essential oils, blue pigment, powder pigment, that's all natural as well. An all natural product. It's all here. This is what I use. I make it here. I batch it here. I slice it here. I shred it here. It's all made in-house. Something that's not something like that, it looks like it's just repurchased, rebranded, and resold, which is okay because he's not making any crazy claims like it's a healthy alternative or anything else like that. So if you guys want to use Awesome Cook stuff, he's an awesome guy. I'm not saying, like, again, I'm not shitting on him for what he's doing. I don't care. You know, it is what it is, an open free market. But there's a clear difference. You know, that applicator costs $1 and it's garbage. This applicator cost me $3 to produce, and it's the best quality applicator that it could be out there. You know, and again, this is all made in-house and prepped and ready to go and controlled. So you can decide what you want. I would suggest buy one of his and buy one of mine. Get a starter set and see which one you like. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna head